kayfabe lives and legends never die. You're watching the RWL YouTube channel.
Alright fans, welcome back to the second hour of RWL Homecoming in New York City at the Richmond County Sportsplex. Don Hickson in the booth along with the rest of the crew. That first hour was a thrill maker and a half, and the second hour is promising to be equally so.
He ain't kidding, Myron. I got to hand it to you. You did a fantastic job with this card. I'm looking at the schedule here and wow. Taking into consideration the stuff we've already seen and the stuff still to come, it's going to be a terrific supercard. Thanks. I think I did pretty good. After all, it's homecoming, it's the Richmond County Sportsplex. I miss this place. We don't get out here often. Damn right we don't. Alright, well, to start things off in the second hour, the RWL Cruiserweight Championship hanging in the balance here. Gary Galaxy defending the title against Tony Dangerous, who won the right to be at this match a couple of weeks ago. This should be a hot one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match will be one fall with a 15-minute time limit, and it is for the RWL Cruiserweight Championship.
A championship match beginning the second hour in which both participants are eager to participate.
Man, would you listen to that crowd? They are going nuts. They love Tony Dangerous here at the RCS. He's a seasoned veteran. He's been around a long time, and he's been in a lot of matches here at the RCS. And the fans just love him. And he's a heavy favorite to pull off an upset tonight over Gary Galaxy to win the Cruiserweight title back again for like a third, maybe even fourth time.
This would be his fourth run with the Cruiserweight title, if he can get past Gary Galaxy. And oh, brother, do these to not appreciate each other at all. Their rivalry goes back to around 2021, when Gary first made the scene here in our WL. Not as well liked as Tony here in the big city, but you can't argue with success. And Gary's been hanging onto the belt with all 10 fingers and all 10 toes.
It's a three-way triangle of absolute hatred between Tony, Gary, and the third man in that triangle, SP1 Scotty Priest, who lost to Tony in the qualifying match to be here tonight. Bet you anything, Priest is watching this match with more than just a little envy. Those three have passed that Cruiserweight title around like a stripper at a frat party.
Damn, Christy, that was a good one. The Cruiserweight champion, Gary Galaxy, making his way down with Sylvia Strong. And man, to think he didn't even want to be Cruiserweight champion at first, and now he just refuses to let that damn belt go.
His whole outlook on it was changed when Sylvia took him into the stronghold. Gary was pretty green when he got the belt for the first time, and even he didn't fully understand what it meant to him, or the company as a whole. And of course, his distaste for the lightning fast one helps a lot. I know Tony is favored to pull an upset tonight because of where we are, but I don't think location is gonna make a lot of difference. They've whipped on each other everywhere from Canada to Kashmir, and by the numbers, Gary's got lots more wins over our resident superhero.
Yeah, if you look at it by the numbers, Gary Galaxy's likely to be more favorable to win. But Tony Dangerous here in New York City, they love him here, and he would love to pick up this win and get another run with the Cruiserweight Championship.
Challenger, Mighty Molly at ringside, from Statinopolis, weighing 196 pounds. Here's the lightning fast, Tony Dangerous. His opponent, along with Sylvia Strong, from Chesapeake, Virginia, weighing 189 pounds. The RWL Cruiserweight Champion, the prototype Gary Galaxy.
Well, hey, what more do you need but two arch rivals and a championship on the line to make it interesting? What a great second hour opener this is going to be. Gary Galaxy turns the cruiserweight title over to referee Willie Johnson. Tony Dangerous. Oh yeah, he's looking at it with eyes of want. Wow. What a match this is bound to be. I caught the look in Tony's eye when he was looking at that cruiserweight title. He definitely wants that sucker back. Oh, man. Referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell, and here we go. Well, Tony Dangerous opens up with a set of kicks on Gary Galaxy. Has him all the way up. Oh, damn, slammed him down hard. Rebound off the ropes, flying crossbody from the lightning fast Tony Dangerous, and Tony Dangerous loves to go air. Much to the delight of Mighty Molly at ringside, Gary Galaxy getting stomped about center ring. There's another stomp to the leg from the lightning fast one. Tony Dangerous double snaps the leg on Gary Galaxy. The cruiserweight champion has been getting stomped, steadily stomped by the lightning fast one. Gary Galaxy makes his way to the corner. Tony Dangerous with a kick to the midsection, shoves him out towards center ring off the middle rope, and look at this beautiful roll. Nicely done. Gary Galaxy has not mounted a whole bunch of offense yet. There's a hard forearm from Tony Dangerous. Gary shoves him away with both boots. Gets back to a standing position, rounds up the lightning fast one. Tony Dangerous whipped to the ropes, and a beautiful arm drag from Gary Galaxy. But an even more beautiful, look at this beautiful tilt-a-whirl that can run right here from Tony Dangerous. Misses with the overhand right. Sets up the wheelbarrow DDT and nails it, and quickly goes for the pin. Just for one. But Tony Dangerous certainly living up to that lightning fast nickname. Gary Galaxy catches a basement DDT from Tony. Tony Dangerous rounds him up, rebounds off the ropes, and another wheelbarrow bulldog, excuse me. Well, big thumbs up from Tony Dangerous. The New York crowds love him here. He used to be a staple here at the RCS. Another basement DDT from Gary Galaxy. Gary quickly back up, catches a clothesline from Tony Dangerous, and down he goes. Rebound off the middle, a beautiful flying moonsault. Another pin attempt from Tony. 1, 2, but no. Gary Galaxy still in the game here. Tony Dangerous misses the drop kick. Gary Galaxy locks him up, sets up a neck breaker, and delivers it. Tony Dangerous now on the canvas. For the first time in the match, it's getting serious. Head scissor and a couple of knocks to the noggin of the lightning fast one. Tony against the ropes. Gary charges. Oh, damn, did you see that? Over the top rope, just took them both out. Oh, okay. Tony Dangerous with a double boot stomp on Gary Galaxy. Tony rolls in back inside the ring, taking a moment to get some appreciation from the fans. Like I said, they do love him here. Tony in over the top rope, charges, and a beautiful Hurricane Rana to Gary Galaxy. Don't know why he stood there and took it. Makes no sense to me. There's a stomp to the arm. Double boot stomp to the midsection. A kick to the chest. Oh, man, Tony Dangerous just all over the place. Oh, well, okay, he missed that one. Gary Galaxy still laid out. Tony rounds him up. Sets up. Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, Gary stuck on the middle rope. Little 619, a little page out of the Rey Mysterio playbook. Oh, man, just fell on him from the top rope. That was cool. 1, 2. Ooh. Oh, man. Gary Galaxy making sure he got that left shoulder up so the ref could see it. Tony Dangerous all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Here he comes. Frog splash doesn't find the mark. Gary Galaxy gets out of the way, delivers a stomp to the back of the lightning fast one. There's an elbow drop to the chest of Tony Dangerous. Gary Galaxy finally woke up, got himself up on the top turnbuckle, and drops a leg across the throat of the lightning fast one. Here's his first pin of the match. 1, 2. I'm telling you, he came damn close to losing that title, just that last pinfall. over the top. Oh, man, beautiful moonsault. Tony Dangerous now laid out near center ring and finding himself in a little bit of trouble. Here's another head scissor. Here's another couple of knocks to the dome piece. Gary Galaxy rounds up Tony Dangerous. Hard whip to the ropes. Here he comes. Beautiful arm drag from Gary Galaxy, dropping Tony Dangerous just about center ring. They lock it up again. Upper hand goes to Gary, misses with that move. Tony Dangerous puts on the brakes, charges. There's a drop kick to the back of the Cruiserweight champ. Here's another pin. 1, 2. Gary Galaxy with that ring savvy reaches out for the bottom rope. Tony Dangerous, he can't believe it. Well, Gary rolls to the outside. Sylvia Strong getting into it with Tony Dangerous. Gary Galaxy gets a hold on him. Don't know what Sylvia said, GB, but I'm sure it was choice. Tony Dangerous whips him to the ropes. Gary Galaxy with the quick counter and a beautiful spin kick, taking Tony Dangerous down. Oh, man, this one's been a ride, too. Well, Gary Galaxy off the top rope, another leg drop across the throat, dead center ring. Here's another pin and a hook of the leg, 1. But just a 1 that time. Sylvia Strong. Yeah, she looks pretty animated this evening, don't she? Tony out there on the apron. Gary Galaxy with a shoulder takes him out to the floor, nearly taking Sylvia Strong out in the process. Gary comes outside. Referee counting. And, oh, man, 1 arm backbreaker from Gary Galaxy. Gary sets it up. Another neck breaker drop on the outside for Tony Dangerous. Sylvia Strong rallying Gary in the fence. Kind of rallying him too. Well, now. Oh, wow. Ooh, wicked drop kick to Tony Dangerous. Tony rounded up again. Gary gets him back inside the ring. Gary Galaxy off the top rope, misses with that one. Tony Dangerous got out of the way. The lightning fast one rounds up Gary Galaxy. Oh, series of clotheslines from Gary Galaxy. A swing and a miss from Tony Dangerous. A kick right to the face. And a quick counter from Gary Galaxy. Looks like he's setting it up. Gets a hold on him, and there it is, the Galactic Slide, and here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. That is going to do it. Tony Dangerous drops this one, and Gary Galaxy retains the Cruiserweight Championship.
The time of the fall, 6 minutes and 58 seconds. Here's your winner and still Cruiserweight Champion, Gary Galaxy.
Well, as they say, here we go again, the prototype, picking up yet another win over his arch rival. The lightning fast one put up a good fight, but Gary Galaxy was just that much quicker.
What a great win for Gary Galaxy in the Stronghold. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with a whole lot more of RWL Homecoming when we come back right after the break.
Short ahead fans, Legends Division Tag Competition with a rare appearance by Arn and Ole Anderson, backed up by Bobby the Brain Heenan at ringside, facing the team of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the Mid-Atlantic Champion, and Roddy Piper.
The following Legends Division Tag match will be 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making their way to the ring, along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, at a combined weight of 518 pounds, hailing from Minnesota, the team of Arn and Ole Anderson, the Horsemen.
A lot of people say it, and it's true. These two, the Andersons, I don't care what they say about Mr. Perfect and Lex Luger being Bobby Heenan's best team. These two guys, they show up 2, maybe 3 times a year, and every time they do, they clean up.
2 members of the legendary 4 Horsemen faction, Arn and Ole Anderson, and indeed whenever they do show up, they do have a tendency to win, but it's going to be a long haul for them against Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the RWL Mid-Atlantic Champion.
Well, Don, if you're looking for some sort of unit of measurement, the Andersons' last appearance was 5 months ago exactly on Snarl, and they handed the Psychedelics a rare defeat.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 495 pounds, Rowdy Roddy Piper, and the RW Mid-Atlantic champion, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Well, ever since these two decided to reunite their old ties, business has been looking good for Mr. Wonderful and the Hot Rod. Hot Rod seems to have forgotten all about losing the Legends World Championship. And Mr. Wonderful, well, he's doing well for himself too. He'll be defending that Mid-Atlantic title at the next edition of RWL Snarl. But tonight, Hot Rod and Mr. Wonderful, they got a tall order in front of them against Arn and Ole Anderson in this tag team matchup.
They're going into this one with fire in their bellies, with both Piper and Orndorff having cultivated a strong dislike for all things and persons related to Bobby Heenan.
It's definitely going to be a slightly taller challenge than Mr. Perfect and Lex Luger. The Andersons have surprised us before, same as they did 5 months back against the Psychedelics. Still, I'm keen to see Hot Rod and Orndorff take home the win tonight here at the Ridge.
It is true we don't get to see the Andersons a whole bunch, but when they do show up, things tend to happen. Going to be Arn and Mr. Wonderful starting off as Charles Lucera sounds the bell. They come center ring. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Mr. Wonderful tags Arn Anderson with a hard right. And then rakes the back. Orndorff countered by Arn Anderson with a hard right. Mr. Wonderful with a back body drop to Arn Anderson. Followed up with a kick to the back of the head. Orndorff countered by Arn Anderson with elbows to the midsection. Bobby Heenan likes what he sees. There's a shoulder tackle. Taking Orndorff down. He quickly gets back up, but too late. Here comes Ole Anderson. Orndorff catches a running bulldog from Ole Anderson. Hard right. Kick to the midsection from Orndorff. They lock it up again. Mr. Wonderful being escorted towards the ropes by Ole Anderson. He counters. Ole Anderson counters. They lock up one more time here. And Ole's going to insist. There's a left jab from Ole Anderson. Mr. Wonderful whipped to the ropes. Nice high hip toss from Ole Anderson. Takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Roddy Piper tries to stop him, but no use. Elbow drop across the back of Mr. Wonderful. And Ole Anderson looked like he was going to go after Piper, but changes his mind and goes for a pin instead. One. Not even a one. Orndorff getting the right shoulder up real quick. Orndorff seated in the far right corner, catches a boot, counters with another boot to Ole Anderson, quickly gets back up, running drop kick, takes Ole Anderson down to the mat. Ole Anderson catches a right from Mr. Wonderful, the Mid-Atlantic champion, not backing down from the Andersons at all. Ole slammed into the opposing team's corner. Here comes Hot Rod. Roddy Piper taking over for his team, but first a little double team action, drop toe hold and an elbow drop across the back of Ole Anderson. Piper going to go after Arn Anderson, catches a shot from him. Well, shoulder tackle takes Arn Anderson down to the floor. Piper takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Ole Anderson on the outside. Piper misses the double axe handle. Ole Anderson making his way back into the ring. Goes after Mr. Wonderful. Paul Orndorff tags him with a right, and a dropkick takes him down to the floor. Piper catches a clothesline from Ole Anderson. Anderson rounds him up. Gets a hold of the trunks. Nice vertical suplex from Ole Anderson. Ole locks it up. With Roddy Piper has him up over the shoulder. Piper with the quick counter and a chop block behind the knee. Taking Ole Anderson down. A counter from Ole, an elbow. A quick jab, but a quick counter hip toss from Roddy Piper too. Piper with mounted rights to the head of Ole Anderson and a disrespectful slap across the face for good measure. Piper with a knee right to the side of the head of Ole Anderson. Piper turns him over. Gets a hold of the leg and slams the knee right into the canvas. Piper beats it out of town, turns it over to Mr. Wonderful, the Mid-Atlantic champion. Moves in on Ole Anderson. Ole rounds him up, sets him up against the ropes. Mr. Wonderful being dribbled against the ropes, catching forearm shots in the back. Down he goes. Ole Anderson locks up Orndorff again. Whips him to the far right corner. Moves in on him. Orndorff counters with an elbow. Gets a hold on Ole Anderson. There's a headlock and a headlock punch. Orndorff goes behind, delivers a shot to the back. Whips Ole Anderson to the ropes, ducks under. And a back body drop for Ole Anderson, too. Mr. Wonderful covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Nope. Ole Anderson trying to make it to his corner. Delivers an enziguri to Mr. Wonderful. A quick jab, a quick right, another, and a spinning clothesline. Takes Orndorff down. Ole Anderson covers. 1. But no, not even 1. Mr. Wonderful gets back to a standing position. Cheap shots from Roddy Piper on the outside to Ole Anderson. Arn Anderson takes Mr. Wonderful down on the outside. Ole Anderson going right back after Roddy Piper. Mr. Wonderful with an abdominal stretch on Arn Anderson on the outside. Piper on the outside, urging Ole Anderson to come on out and fight. Mr. Wonderful beating the tar out of Arn Anderson on the outside. The referee counting. Bobby the Brain Heenan looking a little bit concerned. Piper taken down by Ole Anderson. And a vertical suplex from Paul Orndorff to Arn Anderson. Ole Anderson on the top turnbuckle as Orndorff makes his way back inside the ring. Kick to the midsection from Ole. A shoulder tackle takes Orndorff down to the canvas. And a blatant choke. Well, we didn't see that coming, huh? Oh, man. Ole Anderson with a clothesline takes Orndorff down. Here's a cover, a hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Well, now, shut up. The Heenan family, the Horsemen, picking themselves up a win.
The time of the fall, 5 minutes and 12 seconds. And your winners, Arn and Ole Anderson.
You know, if Bobby Heenan was smart, which he isn't really all that much, I would put more focus on Arn and Ole Anderson over Mr. Perfect and Lex Luger. They just have a tendency to look at how quick they wrapped up Piper and Orndorff tonight.
It is certainly true. The Horsemen, Arn and Ole Anderson, picking up a quick win over the Mid-Atlantic champion and Hot Rod. Fans, we're going to be back in just a moment with more RWL Homecoming. Alright, last November, the woman known as Jessica Goldman was dispatched from the UK ladies by Ballarat Jack Jones. She has since returned as Jessica Hyde, seeking revenge on the woman who replaced her, Virginia Austin, and tonight they'll face each other in a no-rules environment.
Get your popcorn, people. This one's gonna be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match will be no rules, 1 fall, with a 20-minute time limit, making her way down to the ring of Adelaide, Australia, representing the UK ladies, Vivacious, Virginia Austin.
The vivacious vixen of viciousness has been the target of repeated assaults by Jessica Hyde both in and out of the ring since Christmas last year. And while they've already clashed in a standard rules match, this one, in the no-rules hardcore environment, was something Jessica Hyde didn't just ask for. She damn near demanded it.
She's got every good reason to want it like this. Ballarat Jack throws her over like an old overcoat for Virginia, humiliating her by doing it publicly, and then immediately replacing her with Virginia Austin, driving her to the brink of insanity. Hell, I'd be mad as a mug if I was in her shoes.
Mad would just about cover it. And I don't mean Alfred E. Newman's magazines either. The breakdowns wrought quite the change from the pretty blonde bombshell she was up until she snapped.
Her opponent from Brisbane, Australia, Jessica Hyde.
The old saying goes, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and Jessica Hyde is furious. Christie's right. Nobody deserves what she got from Balor Jack. It would have been more merciful to just quietly cut her loose. But Jack didn't do that. And now, both he and Virginia Austin are on everybody's shit list now.
Ooh, GB. You've been spending far too much time around Sylvia Strong. But no doubt Jessica Hyde with a great motive. And now she's got the means and the weapon in this matchup.
If I live to be 100, I don't think I'll ever understand it. Jessica Goldman, as was quite attractive. And there really wasn't much, well, not that much of a difference between her and Virginia Austin, except maybe one wears more leather pants.
Never underestimate the power of spandex on the male brain, Myron.
Also, since the standard rules match against Virginia Austin was not enough, Tex.
Obviously not. Referee Charles Lucero sounds the bell, and here we go. Virginia Austin charges. Jessica off the ropes. Flying forearm takes Virginia Austin down to the canvas. Another rebound up the top rope. A beautifully executed moonsault from Jessica Hyde, who has not forgotten her skills as Jessica Goldman, obviously. There's a kick, there's a right, there's a slug to the body, there's a shot to the face. Virginia Austin slammed headfirst into the turnbuckle. Jessica Hyde with another right. And now playing tug-of-war with the arm of Virginia Austin, her rival. Well, now, Ballarat Jack Jones watching from the back. He is banned from ringside for this one. A hard right from Virginia Austin, a kick to the midsection from Jessica Hyde. Another kick, another right, another left. Rounds her up for a backbreaker. Virginia Austin not mounting a whole bunch of offense, and here we go. Going under the ring for a little something extra, comes up with a kendo stick. Virginia Austin still laid out center ring, a swing and a miss. Virginia Austin disarms Jessica Hyde. Clothesline over the top rope and out onto the floor. Virginia Austin up on the top turnbuckle. Here we go, misses with the double axe handle. Jessica Hyde comes up with a baseball bat, but is quickly disarmed. There's an elbow to the face from Jessica Hyde. Virginia Austin swings and misses. And there's a short arm clothesline from Jessica Hyde, who lays into some mounted left punches, followed up with a stomp to the midsection. Virginia Austin rounded up again, rolled back inside the ring by Jessica Hyde, who rolls right in right after her, goes for a cover and hooks the leg here. One. Well, barely just one. Virginia Austin, obviously still too tough. A couple of stomps to the chest from Jessica Hyde. Jessica, with wrist clutch stomps to the back of the head of Virginia Austin, who has not mounted a whole bunch of offense to date. Kendo stick time. Here we go. Oh, man. Right across the back of the head. Right across the back of the head a second time. Jessica Hyde quickly disarmed by Virginia Austin. Swings with the kendo stick. Quickly disarmed by Jessica Hyde. A little quick alley-oop from Virginia Austin. Slams the head of Jessica Hyde down to the canvas. And now she's got the kendo stick. One across the back of the head. There's another one. Jessica Hyde taken down, the stick broken. Virginia Austin rounds up Jessica Hyde. Slams her head down to the canvas. Well, Virginia Austin finally starting to mount some offense here as she gouges the face of Jessica Hyde. Goes behind on her rear waist lock. Escorts her towards the ropes. Jessica Hyde whipped to the opposing side. Back quickly, backs it up. Quick little dodge there. Virginia Austin whipped to the ropes this time, and there's a collision with no result. They lock up again. Knee right to the head of Virginia Austin. Jessica Hyde slides to the outside again, goes under the ring for a little something extra, comes back up with another kendo stick. And quickly disarmed, catches a shot to the gut. Virginia Austin disarmed by Jessica Hyde. They lock up, and there is an axe kick that takes Virginia Austin down to the floor. No countouts, no disqualification, anything freaking goes. Hard shot to the back from Jessica Hyde. Virginia Austin counters with an elbow. Goes behind on Jessica Hyde. She counters with another elbow. Goes behind on Virginia Austin. Rolls her back inside the ring. Well, this one's gotten frenetic pretty quick. Jessica Hyde with the kendo stick again. Right across the butt. Oh, man, I know that smarted. Jessica Hyde covers. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But no. Virginia Austin getting the left shoulder up. Jessica Hyde with the kendo stick again and with bad intentions. Quickly disarmed by Virginia Austin. Austin rounds her up. A quick alley-oop and a quick counter from Jessica Hyde. And look at this beautiful flipping slam. Oh, hell no. Look at this. Grace Fenwick, the new tag team partner of Virginia Austin, rounds up a ladder as Jessica Hyde waylays Virginia Austin with that kendo stick. Grace Fenwick getting herself directly involved in this. Off the ropes, down goes Virginia Austin. Grace Fenwick becoming directly involved, and Jessica Hyde does not appreciate it. But she's ignoring Grace Fenwick, going right after Virginia Austin, misses with the double boot stomp. Baseball bat. Jessica Hyde just got clubbed. And no disqualification, so there you go. Grace Fenwick beating it out of town. Here's a pin from Virginia Austin 1. Oh, man. Well, this one got chaotic. How quick in a hurry. Knee to the back of Jessica Hyde from Virginia Austin. There's a stomp to the arm. I don't believe it. Grace Fenwick getting herself directly involved in this mess. Drives the knee into the canvas on Jessica Hyde. Virginia Austin with a hard forearm takes her down to the mat again. And she is rapidly losing control of this matchup after being dominant for the first couple of minutes. Virginia Austin slams her head down to the canvas and definitely feeling a whole lot more energetic thanks to the assistance from Grace Fenwick. Hard shot to the midsection from Jessica Hyde. Swing and a miss, another. Virginia Austin catches an elbow to the face. Jessica Hyde rounds her up. Reverse fireman's carry and a spike knee right to the head of Virginia Austin. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Shut up. Virginia Austin still in the game here as Jessica Hyde rounds up that baseball bat. And she is just waiting. Virginia Austin makes her way to a standing position out there on top of that ladder. Jessica Hyde out there after her and swinging that bat like Officer O'Malley. Oh, right across the back, right across the head. Virginia Austin quickly disarms her, gets a hold on her. Drives a knee into the head of Jessica Hyde, takes her down to the floor. There's a kick to the leg. And again, no DQs, no countouts. This one can go on for a while. Virginia Austin rounds up Jessica Hyde. Jessica Hyde catches a couple of hard right hands. And now into an abdominal stretch on the outside. Trying to wear down Jessica Hyde. Trying to take some of the wind out of her sails, but look at this. Oh, man, dropped her right on the top of the dome piece. And there's a knee right to the head, too. Virginia Austin laid out Jessica Hyde. Rounds her up. Gets a hold on her. Gets her back inside the ring. And goes under the ring for something extra. Comes up with another a sledgehammer. Oh, hell. Huh. Oh. It's a 16-pound sledgehammer right to the gut. That's going to rearrange your innards. Jessica Hyde unloading with the sledgehammer on Virginia Austin. Hitting every available inch she can get her hands on. Oh, damn. Virginia Austin. Oh, look at this. A little bit of shuffling. A little bit of fancy footwork from Jessica Hyde, who rounds up the sledgehammer again, goes after the knees on Virginia Austin. Damn. Hard right from Virginia Austin, back up on her feet, catches a kick to the midsection. Jessica Hyde misses with the clothesline. Virginia Austin with a hard right takes her down to the canvas. There's a stomp to the arm. Virginia Austin making her way around here. There's a stomp right to the chest of Jessica Hyde. A stomp to the back of the head. Virginia Austin got that sledgehammer now, and it is not good news for Jessica Hyde. A shot right across the back. There's another one. Virginia Austin wielding that sledgehammer with the aplomb of a master. Hard, quick drop toe hold from Jessica Hyde. Rounds up Virginia Austin. Wrist clutch boot to the face. Down she went. Here's a pin. 1, 2, 3. That's going to wrap this one up. Jessica Hyde getting herself a little bit of satisfaction despite the interference from Grace Fenwick.
Time of the fall, 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Here's your winner, Jessica Hyde.
Guys, quick show of hands here. How many of y'all think Grace Fenwick just landed herself in a whole mess of trouble?
No bets here, Christy. That is a sure thing. Grace had no business being mixed up in this. She should have just hung back and let Virginia take her lumps. But now, I'm almost sure Myron's gonna be brokering a match between Fenwick and Yasiska before too much longer.
Yep.
Jessica still hasn't paid back Grace Fenwick for her role in all this, but dollars to donuts. It's gonna go down for sure now. Friends, fans, and fam, stay tuned to more major matches in our 2 of tonight's Supercard when Homecoming continues.
Well, all right, here's one I've definitely been looking forward to. The RWL Rage Television Championship on the line in this matchup with my main man, T-Dog Tomasio, my former tag team partner, defending the title against Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero.
The next match, ladies and gentlemen, one fall with a 15-minute time limit, is for the RWL Rage Television Championship.
It was just a few weeks back that the Dogster defended the title against Carlito, and Eddie's last title match was 5 months back last fall, so he's been waiting for this rematch. And T-Dog, having beaten Guerrero once already, opted to have the rematch here tonight at the RCS, where the fans all remember and love him from his days in Masks Incorporated along with UTEX.
While I don't expect the ninth wonder of the world, China, to become directly involved, she never had before. Eddie's got that reputation for deceitful conduct, in plain English, cheating his tail off when he feels it's necessary. So let's not rule out a possible upset here. Yes, Tex, I know he's your ace, coon, boom, and everything, but when Eddie Guerrero gets desperate, stuff happens.
I'm not even worried. T-Dog is in front of a New York crowd where they love him, and Eddie Guerrero's already been beat once before. I do not think the Rage TV title is going to be going home with Eddie Guerrero tonight.
And here he comes now to the classic Barry Gray theme from the TV series Thunderbirds, T-Dog Tomasio, the Rage television champion since May of last year when he took the belt from Stefan von Berger of The Insiders. Sorry, Johnny, nothing personal, it's only business. T-Dog Tomasio has been holding on to that belt with both hands. He's really been around a long time. Tex, you and him and Masks Incorporated, multi-time tag team champions. And now he's out there on his own with MJ Ferrantino backing him up. And he's still doing great.
And I, for one, am very happy to see it. You know, a couple of years ago, just about the time I got the job as Snarl General Manager, T-Dog was considering total retirement. I told him, don't you do it. I took some of that Memphis Million money and started backing him up. Turned him over to MJ Ferrantino for management, and he has been doing great ever since, obviously. Like you said, since last May, Rage television champion. And ain't nobody been able to take him down yet. Eddie Guerrero's going to try it again, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
The challenger, along with the ninth wonder of the world, China, from El Paso, Texas, weighing 225 pounds, Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero. His opponent, along with Matthew James Ferrantino, from parts unknown, weighing 235 pounds, the RWL Rage television champion, T-Dog Tomasio.
Well, since May of last year when T-Dog Tomasio took that Rage television title away from Stefan von Berger, he has held on to it with both hands. He's faced a whole slew of people, Rick Boogs, Carlito, and Eddie Guerrero. This is his second attempt to try and wrest the Rage television title away from the Dogster.
Yeah, good luck with that. T-Dog, he's a tough old dog. Latino Heat's ready, the Dogster's ready, referee Charles Lacera's ready, and here we go. Eddie Guerrero charges, clothesline, takes down T-Dog Tomasio in the corner. T-Dog counters with a kick, gets right back on up. There's a nice drop kick, taking Latino Heat down to the mat. They lock it up again. Nice hip toss from the Dogster. There's a counter from Eddie Guerrero, a shot to the midsection. T-Dog counters with a kick to the gut. Hard right spins Guerrero around. He goes behind in a rear waist lock, has him up, and sidewalk slam in with a pin yet. Check it out, one. Not even a one, but it's still early. T-Dog. Go to the back suplex. And a stomp to the back. Eddie Guerrero puts on the brakes here. There's a dragon screw from Latino Heat. China, the ninth wonder of the world, looking on as Eddie Guerrero starts to put the boots to the hands and fingers of T-Dog Tomasio. Eddie Guerrero quickly making his way to the top turnbuckle. Here he goes in a beautiful Hurricane Rana. Okay. There's a stomp to the arm from Latino Heat. He rounds up the Dogster. There's a kick to the midsection. He winds up the arm. Takes a walk with him. Has him up off the top rope, and there's a beautiful arm drag from Latino Heat. Well, both these guys definitely got some skills. Eddie Guerrero playing to the crowd here at the Rich. T-Dog in the corner. Guerrero charges, clothesline again. Takes T-Dog down to the canvas. There's a stomp to the midsection. Misses with the driving knee. The Dogster goes behind on him, has him up, and an atomic drop right to the keister. Rebound off the ropes and another drop kick to Eddie Guerrero. A clubbing blow to the back of the head. The Dogster sets him up, snaps the arm, and parlays it into an armbar center ring. No ropes for Eddie to get to. The Dogster back up on his feet first, rolls the elbow across the back again. There's a stomp to the midsection, and another rolling elbow to the back of Eddie Guerrero. Clubbing blow to the head. He just here we go. The Dogster's calling for it, and the crowd's going nuts. A series of stomps and kicks to Eddie Guerrero, and whoa, man. Yep, the crowd definitely loving the Dogster here at the Richmond County Sportsplex. Off the top, beautifully executed moonsault to Latino Heat. MJ Ferrantino has done wonders with the Dogster ever since he got to be in charge of his career. All I did was throw in a couple of bucks. Eddie Guerrero misses with the stomp. T-Dog Tomasio slams him down to the canvas head first with a little flourish too. Nice. Clubbing blow to the head of Guerrero. There's another one. They lock up again. Guerrero whipped to the ropes. There's a duck under. And kitchen sink knee right to the gut. There's a stomp to the head of Latino Heat. T-Dog drives the knee into the back of the head. Eddie Guerrero rolls to the outside. T-Dog right out after him in hot pursuit. Rounds up Guerrero on the outside. Charles Lucera already counting, but the count now broken. Guerrero back in the ring. Oh, how many times have I told you, don't showboat out there on the apron? Eddie Guerrero. Oh, damn, did you see that? Wow. Eddie Guerrero with a clubbing overhand right to the head of the Dogster. There's a forearm that takes him down to the mat near the corner. Guerrero flips him over and drives the knee into the mat. Latino Heat turning things around. The momentum currently his. A set of shots and a belly-to-belly suplex that sends the Dogster flying. Eddie Guerrero lit up right about now. There's a clothesline. There's a second one. The Dogster swings and misses. Rebound off the ropes and a beautiful dropkick from Latino Heat. With MJ Ferrantino looking on with, I'm sure, some degree of concern. But I wouldn't be too worried. The Dogster doesn't lose control for very long. Lined up against the ropes by Latino Heat. Over the top rope and down onto the floor, what I tell you. T-Dog slides out quick. Goes right after him. Locks him up. Rolls him back inside the ring. Guerrero back on his feet. There's retaliation for you. A clothesline over the top, and out goes the Dogster. Through the ropes goes Eddie Guerrero and takes him down on the outside. Again, folks, the Rage television title on the line here. This is Eddie Guerrero's second attempt at it. There's a DDT on the floor on the outside to T-Dog Tomasio. And Eddie Guerrero playing to the crowd. And, well, Eddie Guerrero is pretty damn popular, so there you go. There's a stomp to the gut. A driving knee into the back of the Dogster. T-Dog quickly back up, misses the drop kick. Eddie Guerrero gets a hold on him. T-Dog counters with a shot to the gut. Rolls Eddie Guerrero back inside the ring. MJ Ferrantino looking like he's feeling a little better about it all. There's a hard right, spins him around. He goes behind into a sleeper hold, down center ring with no ropes to get to, no means of escape here. Except that. A jawjacker that backs T-Dog off. Eddie Guerrero locks him up, hard whip to the ropes, and a perfectly executed power slam. Eddie covers and hooks the leg. One. But no, not even a one. Guerrero sets him up. Oh, what a nasty slam. T-Dog a little bit slow getting up, but counters with an elbow to the gut of Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero counters with a left and a right. And there's a nice uppercut. And a poke of the eyes, a little bit of Three Stooges thrown in there. Bam! There's a clothesline from Eddie Guerrero. T-Dog rolls to the outside. Got him right in the eye holes of his mask. Damn. Eddie Guerrero charges again through the ropes, a flying crossbody, taking T-Dog Tomasio down on the outside, right in front of MJ Ferrantino. There's a kick, there's another, and what a beautiful drop kick. The elevation he got on that sucker. Eddie Guerrero trash talking the Dogster. And it's starting to look bad for T-Dog. There's a kick to the head. A counter from T-Dog Tomasio. Eddie Guerrero counters with an equal kick to the head. They lock it up. Towards the timekeeper's area, slammed into the barricades by the Doctor. Eddie Guerrero looking a little bit woozy-doozy right about now as the Doctor makes his way back inside the ring. And yes, he is playing to the crowd. Lord love him. All right, here we go. Everybody back in the ring. Kick to the gut. T-Dog goes, bring it, and look at this here. There's a knee to the face, a rebound off the ropes, a kick to the face, and a spin kick. What a beautiful combination right there from the Doctor. He covers and he hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. That is the end, ladies and gentlemen. T-Dog Tomasio retaining the Rage Television title by pinfall.
The time of the fall, 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Your winner, and still Rage Television champion, T-Dog Tomasio.
Well, gentlemen and Christy, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. The Dogster cleaning house on Eddie Guerrero in the final moments of this matchup with that beautiful combination of moves, getting himself a 1-2-3 pinfall. We'll be right back with more RWL Homecoming.
And here's another quick flashback from last Saturday's Snarl.
It's about time I did my part in all this, so that's why I'm putting the Japan 5-star women's belt on the line at Homecoming in New York this Wednesday, against any single one of you. And I'll not only hang on to the J5 women's belt, but it's time someone puts one of you on a stretcher and on the shelf.
Oh, foolish and impulsive child, there are more of us now, and you shall be first to meet one of 2 of the newest sectarians.
Oh, hell's bells no, Titania. Titania Tatiana has joined the sect.
One of 2, Lilith said. And if Titania is the first, then it's sure Showbiz has joined their ranks too.
Gets a hold on her in a dragon sleeper, and oh my God! Vertical suplex off the middle rope. And here we go, she's gonna go under the... Oh my, somebody gotta get out there and stop this, man!
Ah, geez, right across the head with that kendo stick.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh, right across the head with the steel chair. Tatiana wailing on Liberty Bell Danielle. Oh no. Titania rounds her up again. Oh, away from kick. What in the blue hell? She's gonna do it again. No, come on, man, enough's enough. Another pump handle Samoan drop for Danielle Heathcote. She is laid out. This is not good at all.
Morella of the sect was as bad as her word, with both Titania and Showbiz joining the fold, and tonight, Ladies Triple Crowner Liberty Bell Danielle is up against it, defending the Japan 5-star women's title from this new and terrifying version of Titania Tatiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match, one fall, with a 20-minute time limit, is a Texas death match, and it is for the Japan 5-star Women's World Championship.
At long last, tonight is the night. Watch now as your little Spitfire American hero pays the price for her insolence, and against an old friend, I will be watching. Danielle Heathcote watching as Titania takes you apart piece by piece. You were warned numerous times against trying to stand against the sectarians, but no longer. Tonight will be your undoing, as Titania brings the Japan 5-star women's title home to the sect.
I'd pay real money if she'd shut the hell up.
Right there with you, Marin. Well, Tatiana got her sectarian hoodie, along with her buddy Showbiz, who doesn't look a whole bunch better. This is gonna be a hot mess. Texas Deathmatch, no rules, no holds barred, no countouts, no disqualifications, no fooling, and the Japan 5-star Women's Championship on the line. But that seems secondary when you're dealing with a situation with Tatiana looking to take apart Danielle Heathcote, and that is not a good thing.
She and Showbiz have never been all that cute to start with, but these new sectarian makeovers haven't done much to improve their looks, huh?
Danielle caught a hell of a beating last Saturday night. I sure hope she's had time to rest and get herself ready for this seriously nasty confrontation. And I thought Virginia Austin and Jessica Hyde was a rough go, but I think this match is gonna leave it in the shade.
Pretty sure that is the case, Wally. And here she is, accompanied by Powerhouse Patty Powers. I insisted on that. Danielle wanted to come out here by herself, but I was not going to stand for that. I said, you get somebody out there, whether it's Ferrantino or Patty, I don't care who it is, but you do not go out there alone with Titania and Showbiz.
Well, I admire Danielle's courage. That would have been unwise to go out there by herself. Who knows what could have happened? The disciples of darkness could have turned up and attacked. Anything was possible.
Yeah, I guess you folks at home are going to have to excuse me if I appear to be a little bit nervous. But, well, if your girlfriend was out there about to get her butt beat, you'd be concerned too.
The challenger, along with Showbiz representing the sectarians from West Hollywood, California. Here is Titania Tatiana.
Well, Titania's got herself a whole new look now. And if I gotta be brutally honest, it stinks.
Her opponent, along with powerhouse Patty Powers from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She's NRW All-Ladies Triple Crown Champion and the Japan 5-Star Women's World Champion, All-American, Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote.
Well, Tex, in light of recent events, I'm sure you must be experiencing some degree of apprehension for Liberty Bell Danielle.
Of course I am. It's a very dangerous matchup. Yeah, sure, Danielle has handled herself in a hardcore environment before. But not against Titania Tatiana, and not for that women's title. Well, either way, for weal or for woe, oh my gosh, she looks homely. Dang! Huh. Well, Danielle's ready, Titania's ready, Willie Johnson's ready. There's the bell, and off we go. Titania with a kick and a headbutt, taking Danielle Heathcote down to the canvas. Titania Tatiana hauls her halfway across the ring by her ankle, drives a knee into the back. And there's a stomp to the same area. Titania rebounds off the ropes, big time running headbutt to Danielle Heathcote. Oh, look at her. She's trying to rally some support from the fans. I'm sure there's maybe 6 sectarian fans out there. Oh, nasty throat chop. Oh, she caught that one good. Damn. Titania Tatiana opening up on Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote. Japan 5-Star Women's title hanging in the balance here. Danielle whipped to the ropes. There's another elbow to the face as Titania makes her way to the top left turnbuckle. This is not going to be good, folks. Danielle makes her way to a standing position. Showbiz cheering Titania on. Double axe handle right across the head, finds the mark. As Titania goes for the pin. But not even a one. Danielle powering out immediately. Oh, okay. Titania rounds her for a bear hug, but catches an elbow to the top of the dome piece. There's a chop. There's another throat chop. There's a left. And a hard shot to the midsection, taking Danielle down to the canvas again. And she has got a baseball bat now. And oh, man, this is not good. Oh, right across the head. Oh, damn. Danielle rolls to the outside. Titania Tatiana ditches the bat, rolls outside after her. Right in front of Powerhouse Patty Powers. And there's a big-time headbutt to the lower abdomen of Liberty Bell Danielle. Again, Titania rallying some support here from the fans. Now, she's got some fans, and that's disturbing.
It most certainly is, Tex. Well, I saw the video from last Saturday, and fans were actually cheering Titania Tatiana as she waylaid Liberty Bell Danielle.
That was not a happy situation. Titania rounds up Danielle for a bear hug center ring. No means of getting out of this one except this way. Danielle opens up with a couple of elbows to the head. There's a double ear clap backing off Titania. Danielle charges, flying elbow right to the head. And down goes Titania Tatiana. Floating overhand right from Liberty Bell Danielle as Showbiz disengages the top left turnbuckle, exposing the steel. There's a hard right, spins Titania around. Side suplex with a pin. Here we go. One. No. Titania kicking out of that one, rolls to the outside. Liberty Bell Danielle picks up that Louisville slugger and follows her on out. There's a clubbing blow. Oh, she is mad. Oh, Liberty Bell Danielle starts unloading with the baseball bat on Titania Tatiana. Titania counters, disarms Danielle, shoves her down to the floor. And no referees count, no disqualifications, no countouts, no nothing. A calf kick from Liberty Bell Danielle as she makes it back to a stand position. There's a wraparound DDT slamming Titania's head right into the floor. And man, she looks like she might be out. Danielle rounds her up again. Escorts her towards the ring, rolls her back inside. Patty Powers rallying her tag team partner here. Liberty Bell Danielle is fired up here. Titania gets a hold of her, whips her to the ropes, has her up for a Samoan drop. And she executes a wicked Samoan drop, unfortunately. Tatiana gets a hold of Danielle, whips her, right into the steel, into the chest. Damn. Tatiana pulling out all the stops here, trying to get a hold of that Japan 5-star women's title, beating Danielle's head against the canvas. We knew she was going to be ruthless, and especially in this kind of match. Danielle back up on her feet, goes behind, rear waistlock on Titania, hard shot to the back, whips her towards the ropes, fails to make her move. Spinning heel kick from Titania takes Danielle down to the mat. Titania rebounds off the ropes, another diving headbutt to Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote. Oh, man. Danielle scrambles towards the corner. Tatiana charges. And there's another running splash taking Danielle down to the canvas. Titania goes for the pin again. 1, 2. As near to a near fall as we've had so far. But Danielle still not out of the game. Tatiana gouging the face. Danielle counters with a shot to the midsection. There's a drop toe hold center ring into a leg lock. Maybe we get a submission here. Willie Johnson keeping an eye on things. Titania shifts her weight, tags Danielle with a couple of hard rights, and disengages the hold. Everybody back up on their feet now. Titania has her up, and she is setting up for a Samoan driver. Oh, man, right on her head. Damn. Titania covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Again, no. Danielle getting up the left shoulder. Oh, man, look at Titania. She is pissed. Ho. Titania rounds up Danielle again. Has her by the throat. Whoa, man, thank goodness she was going to try for the Samoan spike, the thumb to the throat, but Danielle quick with the counter. Titania up against the ropes. Danielle Heathcote starts dribbling her back against the ropes and delivering hard shots to the back with a forearm. Down goes Tatiana. Showbiz looking on with some degree of concern as Titania rolls to the outside. Liberty Bell Danielle all the way up on the top turnbuckle. I'm waiting for Titania to reach her pretty considerable height. She's a hard target to miss. Boom! There we go. Elbow right across the top of the dome piece. Oh, okay. Liberty Bell Danielle comes up with that baseball bat again. And here she comes, swinging a missed strike 1. Quickly disarmed. Titania rolls back inside the ring. Now Titania's got the bat. Slides herself inside the ring. Danielle with another flying elbow quickly disarms Tatiana from that baseball bat. And listen to the crowd going bananas. They love Liberty Bell Danielle here. She's getting into it with Showbiz. Just the distraction Titania needed for another bear hug attempt. This ain't good. Danielle counters. Again with another set of shots to the head. Another double ear clap backing off Tatiana. Look at this quick shift around. Takes her down into a submission, an ankle lock. Not near enough to the ropes to make a save. Danielle releases the hold. Not sure why she did that. This is why she got the baseball bat to canker one more time across the leg. Liberty Bell Danielle rolls her over, covers. 1, 2, 3. It is all over. She retains the Japan 5-star women's title by pinfall.
The time of the fall, 6 minutes and 58 seconds. Your winner, and still Japan 5-star women's champion, Liberty Bell Danielle.
Well, sir, that is a load off my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the second hour of tonight's RWL Homecoming Supercard. Stick around, hour 3 coming up.